Okay, so the next concept will be loops. Okay, so first of all, we try to understand what is a loop. We try to understand what is loop. Loop is iterator, and when condition is false, automatically loop will be terminated. Automatically loop will be terminated. And loops on arrays. And we try to understand what are the loops we have. One is a while loop, one is a do while, one is a for loop, one is for in, one is for each, one is for all. Okay, so these are the different kind of loops you will be having. And one more concept in the loops is break and continue. Break and continue methods are there. So we try to understand what is the break keyword can do, and we try to understand what is the continue keyword can do. And while loop syntax, for every loop there is a process. Okay, what is the loop and loop steps? We try to understand the steps for loop. First step is initialization. Initialization is important. After that, checking condition. Checking condition. Third part, if condition is true, block of the code will be executed. Block of the code will execute. If condition is false, loop will terminate. Loop will terminate automatically. Then immediately increment, decrement. Loop will execute, block will execute. Increment or decrement. Value. Okay. So let's go with the while loop. How, sir? First check with the while loop. While loop.html. Let me go to the script. The first point is initialization. Let me try to initialize where x is equal to 0. Now we will write the loop while x less than or equal to 10 or less than or equal to 10. The block of the code will execute. Now, if x is less than or equal to 10, if the condition is getting satisfied, I want to print a console method or document method. I want to write a thing, document.write x value is 10 comma x or plus x. Then you can write a break statement for that. Document.write break. Then increment and decrement, I plus plus or I plus plus. This time I plus plus. Now, what is the output of this program? X is initialized with the 0, 0 less than or equal to 10. Condition is satisfied. When condition is satisfied, x value will print. At the same time, break will go. At the same time, I value is going to be getting incremented. Now, first time x is 0, 0 less than or equal to 10, 0 will print. Then x, I plus plus, x plus plus. Now, x is going to be incrementing by 1. So value is 1. 1 less than or equal to 10. Condition is satisfied. When condition is satisfied, automatically block will. Now x will go for 2 less than or equal to 10. Then that is also print. So till that value, when the value is going to be reaching for 10, when the value is going to be reaching for 11, 11 less than or equal to 10, it is not satisfied. When the condition is not satisfied, automatically loop will terminate. So value will not print again. So the output will be very simple. X value is 0. What is the problem? Somewhere we have the issue. Okay, I is not defined. So not saved. Program not saved. There is a problem. So let's save the program and refresh. Okay. So first of all, x value is 0. Then value got incremented by 1. Value is 1. Value got incremented by 2. So when the condition is not getting satisfied, automatically loop is going to be terminated. So this is the while loop. So whenever you want to use, you can use while loop. But in real time, mostly people will use for loop, for in. For in also we written. For in. Yeah, for in also. Next, we'll go with the do while. Do while. So how this do while is going to be executed? Script and where x is equal to 0. And do the statements first. Do the statements. Okay, document dot write. And here I want to print the 0 value or x value. X value is comma x. Then x plus plus. Then check the condition while x less than or equal to 10 and semicolon mandatory. This is the syntax for do. Condition is going to be checking end of the block. Condition is going to be checking end of the block. That is basically do. Now execute this. Both are same. There is no difference between that and this. Both are same. But only the thing is condition is going to be checking at end of the state, end of the block. Document dot write. And PR, you can go with the PR. Now see this. So it is going to be printing as it is. Now the same thing I want to work with the for loop. Now we will check with the for loop.txt. Okay, let me write a script for this. Okay, so for loop, no need to initialize outside. Inside the parenthesis only we can define this, where x is equal to 0. So initialization, condition check, and increment, everything is going to be happening inside the parenthesis. So first initialization is done. Now x less than or equal to 10. X less than or equal to 10. Condition check. Then x plus plus. Increment is going to be happening. And whatever the block of the code you want to print, you can print inside the block of the loop. Document dot write x value is comma x. Then automatically you can go for the break statement. You can go for the break. Now I'm going with. Okay, so for loop is also thinking in the same way, but output is same. There is no difference between this. Output is same for the for loop also, but in real time, mostly people will use for in. Why? Because that is fast enumeration. For in is fast enumeration. Okay. So before going into the for in, what I want to do is let me go with the for in. For in, what I want to do is I will go with the array of values where x is equal to. I want to print 1, 2, 3, 4. Now for x is the array, right? Index in x. Index in X. I want to check each and every index from the X. Now I want to print the X value. How to print the X value? Very simple. Document dot write. X value is then comma X and print the break value. Document dot write break. That's it. X value. This time is I value. This time it is I value, not X. X is array. But my index is I. Okay. Now check it out. I value is 0, I value is 1, I value is 2, I value is 3, I value is 4. Okay. But when we have one more example given, where fruits. I want to go with the multiple fruits. Apple, orange, grapes, mango, banana. Okay. Now let me go with the for. Where fruit is my variable in fruits. Fruit in fruits. I want to gather each and every fruit from fruits. Okay. So now the same thing I want to print. Let me write it. Document dot write fruit is fruit. Document dot write. Just check, observe what is going to be happening in this case. Just check what is going to be happening in this case. Each and every fruit is going to be printing for you. Let me do one thing. After this, I want to take a HR. Simply HR. HR is horizontal. Now you can see fruit is 0, fruit is 1, fruit is 2, fruit is 3, fruit is 4. Only index value we are getting. But I don't want to get index value. Whatever the value we have for that index, I need to get the value. I don't want index. In the index place, there is some value. In the 0 index, there is apple. I want to gather the apple. So how to gather the apple? Gather the apple is very simple. How to gather the apple? Now, this one is fruits of fruit. Let me get fruits of fruit. From the fruits, first fruits of 0. Fruits of 0 will come first. Then fruits of 1 will come second. Automatically, apple, orange, grape, mango, banana will come. You can see the output now. So fruit is apple, fruit is orange, fruit is grapes, and fruit is mango, fruit is banana. Now, let me take a complex object where employees. Okay. So where employees. So this should be object. Now I want to go with the government employees. Let me go with the government employees. There are some government employees out there, and there are some private employees out there, and there are some contract employees out there. Contract employees. Now tell me, for government employees, I will take some objects. Okay, so something name is some string. Come on. So age is or salary. I want to go with the only salary and date. Salary will be for the first object. This is the first object. This is the first object for government employees. Inside the government employees, I will be have the multiple objects. Let me go with the one more object. Name is Radha. and salary is 67,000. Okay, two government employees are. Let me go with the private employees also. For private employees, I should be go with a separate object. And here also I will be having name value. Name value something like Saujanya. And salary 68,000. Comma. This is one object. After that, I take one more object. Name should be something like Saumya. And salary is going to be 45 or 46. And coming to the contract employees. Contract employees, I don't have anything. But I have some values for government employees, private employees at the same time. Okay, let me take one object for contract employees also. Name should be Kirti and salary will 89,000. Now tell me, I want to gather all the employees. How to get all the employees? So first of all, I want to gather the employees. Employees is array. Employees is object or array? Okay. Document dot write. Before that, I want to take a HR also. Document dot write HR on horizontal row. Now, what my requirement is, I want to get employees first. Document dot write employees. What is the output of employees first? Okay, object came. Okay, let me go with the console.log also. Console.log employees. Now we can see console.log. Inside console.log, I can see all the employees here. Let me go with the inspector. In inspector, you can see all the console output. So object is there. And automatically object is going to be alphabetic order. C will go first. And contract employees, one value is there. Government employees, one value is there. Private employees, one value is there. Now I want to take only government employees. How to take government employees list? How to take a government employees list? Print all the government employees listings. Document dot write employees dot. What is the key for that? GVT. GVT underscore. GVT underscore employees. Okay. Okay, we have the object values. Each and every value we got. Only government employees I got. You can go with the console.log. Better you can work with the console.log here. Why? Because of being able to easily understand what is the value coming over there. Employees dot government employees. Now check the console. Refresh. We can see only government employees. These two are government employees. But I want to iterate these two. I want to pick up the name. I want to pick up the salary of that each and every employee. Let me write something. Let me write a for loop. For where EMP in employees dot GVT employees and each and every employee detail I want it. Document dot write EMP. Each and every EMP have some name. EMP dot name. And after that, you can go with the break. Break. That's all. Name is printing automatically. Salary also print. EMP dot salary. Then document dot write. You can go with the break. Undefined coming. Why undefined coming? Layman salary is there or not? Console.log. Check with the EMP. Check with the output. Values are undefined. Why undefined coming? This is array. This is EMP. And EMP length. EMP dot name. EMP of name. No. EMP is object, right? EMP is object, basically. In object, we have the value. So we got to know, first of all, we need to pick up the array. First of all, we need to pick up the total value. What is the total value? Employees. Inside the employees, we will be having the government employees. And inside that, we need to pick up the each and every employee. Each and every employee is object now. And this is index. So here EMP is something like index value. So for each and every index value, I want to pick up the name. So the same concept will work for the foreign also. You can check with the foreign also. So let me go with the document.write HR also. Better you can write a foreign will work. Okay. Now for EMP in. Now I want to check the each and every employee from employees dot government employees. I want to take the government employees. From the government employees we have to take. And from this I want to take. Government employees length already be. Now EMP is there. Now I want to print the document.write. Document.write this time is employees dot government employees of EMP. Index is coming now. Dot name. This time it will. So this is the way of breaking the values. Now Sridu Radha is, can you see? Now document.write is. When you go with the lengthy ones, you have to go like this. Now, for each and every time, after the name, I want to take a break. Document.write break. Take a break here. And print the salary also. Document.write. We can go with the employees dot government employees. So the filtering process is very important. When you have the complex object or when you have the complex array, the filtering process is very important. So what you are filtering, where you are filtering is important. Dot salary. In this case, console.log is very, very important. Value is properly coming or not. You have to check in the console. When console is working, automatically document.write will work. Now you can see the output properly on this top of the screen. Name is coming and salary is coming. After the each and every time, you need to go with the break. And document.write, you can go with the break. So name, salary, both will. So name is this and salary is this. Name is this and salary. See, however you want, you can bind. You can bind in the list. You take a H1. You take the H1 and print the government employees. And you take the another H1. You take the private employees. You take the another H1. You print the contract employees also. Or you can print everything in the table. You can bind to the table also. The same object you take, the same complex object you take, and do work with the loops. Do work with the loops and print the values in the list object. You print the values in the table object also. That list and table will create dynamically from document. Don't go with the HTML, or you can go with the HTML also. Yeah, you can go with the dynamic HTML. Dynamic HTML means document.write table you create inside. Inside the document.write, you have to create the tables. For example, document.write. Okay, here I want to give the H3 government employees list. H3 close. Like this, you have to create the HTML. Don't create the HTML directly. You create the HTML also dynamically from the JavaScript. So now this is government employees list. Now we are having values normally plain, and you have to show these values in the order list or unordered list, and you can go with the table also. That is your practice. In your practice, you have to do this one.